I'm Nikki. This is my husband, Jeff. Together we have 6 forever children, but have been blessed to parent many more. We decided to start a YouTube channel to share some of our journeys with the hopes of inspiring others and documenting them for our children. From budget travel to schoolie life, to home renovations, to our own personal journeys to holistic wellness, we invite you to join us. We call ourselves the Carpenters because we're building life's journeys one day at a time. If you like what you see here, we hope that you'll click like and subscribe. Thanks for joining us.
Hey y'all, I'm Nikki.
Jeff.
And we are trying to make the best of a bad situation. We weren't able to get on our anniversary cruise, which we had bought t-shirts for and had paid for everything, and we were so excited. We didn't have a whole lot of money left after that, and it'll be at least 90 days before they issue any refunds. We haven't decided yet if we're going to do the refund or if we're going to do another cruise, but leaning heavily towards the refund situation at this point.
Yeah.
Especially since cruises are really, really inexpensive right now. We could probably cruise twice at the current prices. But we are here at Ethos Vegan Kitchen in Winter Park, Florida. And this is our favorite restaurant. My favorite meal is the pecan-encrusted eggplant with the red wine reduction sauce, the asparagus, and I get the mashed potatoes with no gravy. Extra red wine sauce is a pro tip from here.
I like the chicken bruschetta sandwich. Mashed potatoes with gravy.
Okay, whatever. So even though I'm from Alabama, I've never really been a gravy fan, but the kids are getting the sheep's pie. They get that most of the time, but they have had the pasta primavera before and some other things. So we always order the green bean appetizers, and then we have a little wine flight. We got an Airbnb for very inexpensive here in the Orlando area.
Yeah, for some reason, people aren't coming here to vacation. I don't know.
Everything's closed, right? So it may not be closed yet. Technically, as of today, this is Saturday, March 14th. Things are still open, but they will be closed starting tomorrow. So we were able to get a good deal on a place that I guess the upside is that instead of all of us sharing a single cruise cabin, which is pretty small, but ours did have 2 bathrooms because we go for the deluxe ocean view, is that we're going to have a house, and we'll have a bedroom, and each of the kids will have a bedroom, and it comes with its own pool, so we won't have to share. We don't swim on the cruises. The kids do though. Yeah. But so there are some pluses. The downside is that food is not included. And we're not going to have all those great meals and desserts that we would have had. We're not going to have
the Alchemy Bar.
The Alchemy Bar. We won't have that. I'm sure there's a place somewhere here in Orlando that has lavender syrup though, so we'll have to maybe be on the lookout. Though we don't plan on going out a whole lot. We're going to go out tonight and tomorrow night for our anniversary, and then we're going to try to eat at the house for the most part. So anyway, making the best of a bad situation in light of everything being canceled, and just hoping that found out today that at least in Alabama that the schools are closed for the next couple of weeks, so they don't go back until April 6th. And I know that I am in a graduate program at the University of Alabama, and we will not be back in class for the rest of the semester. We will be doing online training, so there's a lot of that going on. It's like some people are actually able to take off work and take a vacation for the first time because they don't have work, they don't have school, they don't have other things, but they're not able to travel. Travel's very affordable right now, but that's, I guess, supply and demand and economics and how that works.
Speaking of supply and demand, toilet paper?
It's ridiculous. But we were assured by our Airbnb host that the house we're staying at does have toilet paper and Wi-Fi, so we should be good to go, and hopefully by then we'll be able to buy some, because we didn't buy toilet paper. It was our normal time to buy. We buy it about twice a year, and we usually get a big thing from Sam's. It was the normal time to buy for us, but we were going on vacation, so get it when we get back, right? Trust your wife's gut?
I'm crossing my fingers that I don't have to eat too much crow.
No, you're going to eat a lot of crow over this one. especially since I was seeing that it was already starting to get to that point, and we went to Sam's the other day and they had it. But anyway, they don't now. Nobody does now. We bought one roll of toilet paper at a Lowe's in South Georgia. So
That's all they had.
that's all they had was one roll. I actually feel blessed that they had one roll. So at least when we go back home, we'll have whatever's left and then the one roll, maybe
Told
two.
you we have a lot of Sears catalogs and phone books we can use.
We do not have any Sears catalogs anymore. When we were growing up, we did, but we're showing our age now. So we hope that you're staying safe. We hope that you're enjoying this time with your family. We're going to enjoy this time with our family, and especially our two youngest children. We're going to take time after we leave from down here to go back home and work on organizing our house and all manner of spring cleaning and getting prepared for the future so that we can be completely organized and maybe unpack from this non-cruise that didn't happen because we don't know when we'll be able to go again. Right now, we're not sure when we will be able to cruise again. We're just hoping that it's sooner rather than later. But we're going to enjoy this time with our children, let them enjoy this time, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
Bye.
So this is the Airbnb where we will be staying for the next few days.
The sun sets over Disney Springs on the last day it's open in March 2020. Or maybe for 2020, who knows? You've eaten all of your coconut shrimp. Happy hour. It's not free or included like it is on the ship, but
It's happy because we're without kids.
hi, it's Nikki and Jeff here. We have celebrated our anniversary.
Still in the process.
Still in the process. We have we've been spending time at the Airbnb and a little bit locally here in Orlando area, Lake Buena Vista, Orlando. We went down to Disney Springs today. I was surprised at how crowded it was, especially since they're closing.
Yeah, it's supposed to close tomorrow.
Yeah, so I think they close at midnight, and they will be closed at least till the end of the month, but some of the workers there seem to think that they may be closed for several months. So starting to wonder if there's any end in sight to this. Now, one of the things being down at Disney Springs reminded me of is that we have a half marathon and 10K that we're registered for, and we've got to prepare for that. So tomorrow morning we're going running, and probably not very far because my knee and my ankle have been hurting. So.
And tomorrow morning is anytime before noon.
Well, we're on vacation, so it's anytime before noon, and we have at least 2 more days here. So we're just gonna try to enjoy it. We haven't really done a whole lot the last few days. I've been icing my knee and trying to stretch and do the exercises from my physical therapist. For whatever reason, the last time I went to physical therapy, that aggravated my knee quite a bit, and my ankle is aggravated now as well. So we're currently enjoying happy hour at Bahama Breeze, and we have He has finished all of his coconut shrimp, and I have finished most of mine. So we tend to eat mostly plant-based, mostly vegetarian diet, but if we go out or if we're on vacation, then we will have some of the fish or shrimp. I can't eat crabs because of that video I saw of the mama crab hugging the baby crab. Can't do it anymore. But we are enjoying this time. We're enjoying the Airbnb. It's not the vacation we had planned.
No.
But it is a vacation, a much needed vacation. We're going to have several more weeks when we get back with our children. I've got to try to do school from home. And there's just a lot of uncertainty ahead right now for all of us, I think. You know, we don't have toilet paper at home. So it's little things sometimes. But we do want to say that we are thinking of each and every one of you, and just remember that as our lives are affected by this, that there is hope, and this too shall pass. We will get through this. We will come out the other side stronger and closer. One of the things we're doing that I think probably a lot of people are doing, and if you're not doing it, maybe you just haven't thought of it yet, is we're spending some time in playing board games and card games instead. So that's something that we hope that you will all do too. So, talk to you soon. Peace.
Bye.
Hey y'all, it's Nikki. So we've been hanging out at this cool Florida home with this pool for the past, 5 days. We were going to originally check out today because they didn't have availability, but I guess their next guest canceled, so we'll be here till Saturday, which would have been the length that we'll be on our cruise. And we did decide to make this kind of our own little anniversary cruise. We've gone to Bahama Breeze a couple of times before we felt that we didn't want to do that anymore, and social distancing was not an issue because there weren't that many people there. We did go to my favorite restaurant a couple times too. We made sure to tip really well when we went because service personnel are being adversely affected. Spoke to my grandmother yesterday, who's almost 86 years old, and asked her if she was still working. She said yes, because I'm part-time. So unfortunately, your part-time workers, your service workers who are mostly part-time and who are being paid a sub-minimum wage are really suffering from this. So make sure if you do go out or if you order food from a restaurant that you tip very well. With that being said, Jeff and I haven't run a whole lot this week. I have been doing sit-ups and push-ups and trying to just maintain. I haven't increased. This should be Jeff with my water. Yay, Jeff! So, but we just ran. We ran at what I felt was an abysmally slow pace. Because my knees are hurting pretty badly. My Achilles tendon on my right leg has been hurting pretty badly too. So we ran at a really slow pace. We just stayed together. The point was to just keep moving and not walking. We were able to get in before I felt like I was just not hydrated enough to continue. And we were back at the home, so we decided to stop. 1.8 miles in 20 minutes and 34 seconds. Y'all, that is a victory. That is a victory for me, and I appreciate my spouse staying with me so that I could make it in that time. So hopefully tomorrow, who knows, I'll be able to make the 2 miles in under my time, because I would have made it today if I could have ran. It's assuming, I think even if I had walked the rest of it, I would have been able to make it, but we needed to stop and get water. Obviously, you can see I'm very flushed. We just got off the run. So we're gonna take a dip in the pool after I'm just gonna rinse off like he rinsed off, and then we're gonna take a dip in the pool and cool down. I'll drink water first. That sounds like a plan. So we have our waters here. Product placement. Go Army. So I don't know what else to say. This has been it's been an experience. Obviously, we didn't have the kids club, and so that meant that the teen stepped up and helped a little bit more with the younger one. We stepped up and, spent time with our children instead of just with each other. But we did spend a lot of time with just each other, just chilling, doing things that we normally don't ever do, like laying around and not doing anything, which is very unusual. For those who know me, know that that is just not like me. But we've played some card games, and we've got board games, and we're watching movies with the family, and the kids have been swimming a lot. This will be my first day in the pool because I don't do cold water at all, and I think the heater finally warmed it up enough to where I can get in there. Plus, I'm hot from the run. So I'll just rinse off, get in the pool. We'll check back in with you later. We've got a couple of videos to post for you, so we'll try to get all those coordinated into one video and get that posted today. We hope that you are making the most of this time with the loved ones that you are quarantined with or trying to social distance with. And if you don't have loved ones, you know, because even if they're not human loved ones, they're still loved ones, right? If you don't have loved ones that you're spending time with right now, we hope that you make the most of what is available to you. Take time to reflect, take time to meditate, take time to focus on your holistic wellness and what will be best for you going forward. Jeff and I were having a conversation earlier about this feeling like an apocalypse. Everybody keeps using that word and they use it so loosely. I preached on the apocalypse a couple of times in November. I may or may not have mentioned before that I'm a minister, and so we studied the word in seminary, and the Greek word that apocalypse comes from means to take the lid off, to uncover something. And if nothing else, I believe that we have uncovered the truth of what is important to us. Toilet paper being in my top 10, although my oldest daughter disagrees. She says she's learned she can live without it. You know, basic necessities. And by the way, those of you who are hoarding all the things and have a year's supply and while your neighbor has none, come on, man, share the love. Don't try to make a profit off of this. Share with those who are in need. And then also just together, spending time together. So those are the most important things. But I would add a fourth one to that. Being a germ conscious person, I would add that the fourth one is that we could all do a better job of being more germ conscious and hygiene focused going forward. Even after we get past this, we could make sure to respect ourselves and our neighbors more by just practicing basic hygiene practices and awareness. So until next time, peace.